The town of Danville dates all the way back to the early 1800s, and it was a thriving community, being on the river and the paddle boats that plied the river. I think the population was approximately 150 at that time. Well, they had, of course, had a saloon, and they had stores and churches and Masonic Lodge. They had everything going for them. Well, when TVA came in to form this lake, Danville was doomed. It was all now mostly all underwater. But the town now is a resort area. As you can see, even on the bridge, it is privately owned now, and there's a structure on the bridge. And the old railroad bed, it just contains many summer homes, and some people live year round. So it now is a resort area. So that pretty well covers the story of the Danville and the bridge. But Danville is long gone but not forgotten. Every year they have a reunion of the people who lived here and grew up in Danville, and of course the fewer and fewer of them attend now. Most of the people that can remember are up in their 80s and 90s. But it was a thriving community at one time, and the railroad provided labor for a lot of them. And years ago, they shipped out a lot of things from here. There was an iron furnace just 6 miles north of here, the LaGrange iron furnace, and then there was an Eclipse iron furnace not far from here. Well, a lot of pig iron was shipped out of here, so they shipped a lot of agricultural products and a lot of corn, but most of the corn was shipped out of here liquefied, known as moonshine. So it's quite a story about Danville and how it was back in the early 1800s till this demise about 1942, and that's when it is gone. So there's a lot of memories down here, but my dad used to bring me down here when I was a kid, and we'd fish off of the old banks down here, the river banks.
Any of your relatives have anything to do with any of that liquefied corn?
Well, I'm sure they did, yeah. My relatives probably drank quite a bit of it, I guess. As did everybody. But back during Prohibition, there was whiskey was a big thing here, moonshine, and it was shipped out of here to Chicago. Al Capone was the biggest customer they had, and Land Between Lakes, especially around Golden Pond, was a big moonshine producing area. And now there's still a little bit of it produced in this area right now. There's still a market for it. But the biggest thing now, I guess, is marijuana. That's the biggest money-making crop.
Snake bite medicine.
Yeah. Okay, so.